Yeah!
Woo-hoo.
The energy could not be higher because for the first time in like 8 weeks, we're back at the Apex. UFC Vegas 108. Tatsuro Taira versus Hyun Sung Park is the main event. Trubetsky versus Chris Duncan. Some lightweight fights. No heavyweight fights. No light heavyweight fights. So although there's not a ton of stakes on this here fight card, I think it's going to be a pretty fun watch. So thank you for joining us for the People's Pre-Fight Show here a little less than 30 minutes from start time. I am Mike Keck, and joining me to answer your questions and much more, the chair swinging fool himself, the one and only Casey Leydon. Where is he? One. Okay.
One. You get one, Apex. You get one. Yeah. Tatsuro Taira is on the card. An amazing young fighter. 25 years old or 24? Do you think he's just turned? Right. How old is that? How old is that gentleman?
I believe he's 24. Let me just double check. 25.
Yeah. 25. All right. So yeah, we're seeing a really, really good fighter in a main event, and yeah, I mean that's worth a spin. And I'm here with you. I'm here with the good people. Yeah, I'm good.
I wonder. I mean, we're a week away from finding out. I wonder how many times that chair is going to spin for next week's card. Although Angela Hill is fighting on the card, so I expect at least one spin for Angela.
She gets a spin. Is it Fluffy? Fluffy's the main event next.
Maybe 2 spins. Yeah, Fluffy and Delidze. We got Vinny Siggs on the card. Actually, now that I look at it, it's pretty bad from the bottom, but main card's not terrible. I mean, if we're rating it on the Apex scale, so. But we're not here to talk about UFC Vegas 109. That's next week.
We've already moved on from this card. What's happening next week?
How dare you? We're not moving. We're not moved on. The excitement levels are still rising for this monstrous and very important pivotal event for the Ultimate Fighting Championship, as we are just 2 weeks away from the fight everybody's been looking forward to. Khamzat Chimaev challenging Dricus du Plessis for the middleweight title. We are 14 days away from Chi-Town and Aaron Pico's UFC debut. And so we're just going to get through these 2 Apex cards, and we're on to Chi-Town. We're on to the Windy City, baby. So
these Apex cards are the leafy greens of cards to get to Chicago.
Yeah, this is like you're driving to Williamsburg, and like that's the family vacation, but you stop to get ice cream along the way. That's what we're doing right now. We're stopping to get a little soft serve ice cream. So this is what it is. All right, let's go.
Wait, before we go, let's talk more about ice cream. Let's talk about soft serve ice cream in particular. Is like one of the greatest things ever in the history of the world, and as far as cuisine, the grid at the bottom of a soft serve ice cream cone. You know the grid.
Terrific.
You know what I'm talking about? Like once you get, because you have to earn that grid. You have to earn it. You have to get down there. Once you get the grid and that bite, I don't know.
There's a little crunch. Like you've been crunching to get to that point, and then it just softens up, and you just get an explosion of ice cream out of that. So yes, a good soft serve cone with the grid is absolute money, especially in the summer days, which are winding down here. So, all right, let's go to the
it's almost equivalent to when you get like, what was it? Is it called drumsticks? The drumsticks and the bottom of the cone, it was all chocolate.
It's delightful. We're getting nostalgic here.
I know.
I love it.
I just came back from training, so like I just had a smoothie, so I'm like kind of hungry, I guess. I'm like, let's talk food.
All right. Well, maybe the people want to talk about food. Super chat your food questions.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here? All right, let's talk about this fight.
Brenner versus Rievich fight of the night. No, I don't. Well, maybe. I actually think Chris Duncan and Matusz Rebecki is going to be the fight of the night. Although I don't want to discount the Rebovich Brenner fight, because that could be fun as well. I just kind of have a feeling Rebovich is gonna dust him, but I could be wrong. It's got to be fun until it's over. I do think Rebovich is gonna win and probably get a big finish in this fight.
You know, it would be. I'm not sure the record keeping, but if Rebovich gets a fight of the night, that will be 3 fight of the nights in a row for Rebovich. If he gets it tonight, he's already got 2 in a row. 1 off a win, 1 off a loss, and we'll see how he does tonight. But yeah, Rebovich turned just being one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC right now. And how does that man fight one of the fights of the year in 2024, and then his next 2 fights he's back at the apex? It's just the weirdest thing. I don't like how does someone like him graduate out of the apex?
Dude,
Like,
they did the same thing with Rebetsky. Rebetsky had that crazy ass fight in October at UFC 308, and now he's at the apex, which is pretty wild. Rebovich is crazy because he had the 2 fight of the nights, and then the fight before the 2 fight of the nights, he obliterated Terrence McKinney in like 30 seconds.
Somehow
and
didn't get a bonus.
It did get a bonus. That was one of the knockouts of the year. Those are the sickest knockouts of the year, and it didn't get a bonus.
You're right, yeah.
It did get a bonus on that freaking card. Let me see.
I bet it's one of those we were just extremely frustrated about. What is it? Oldberg knockout.
Rebetsky, Diego Ferreira fight it, Ferreira knocking out Gamrot. Rebetsky, and fight of the night went to Trey Waters versus Billy Goff.
I don't remember that. It seems like there's one of those cards that should have got 4.
That was St. Louis. That was St. Louis. Yeah, Oberg got a 12-second knockout against Menafield.
Yeah, and Chase Hooper got like a first round or second round submission. How many other finishes were Oberg? Derek Lewis didn't get a bonus for his knockout of Rodrigo Namasita. Weird card.
Yeah, the Diego Ferreira knockout was pretty sick though.
Yeah,
because he was getting beat up bad, and then he came back and colded Rebetsky with like 10 seconds left in the fight. So yeah, that was actually, if memory serves me correctly, that was a pretty fun card. So
so there's a chance. Obviously, Brendan Rebovich gets fight of the night. Should be an excellent fight to watch. We'll see. We'll see how good Rebovich is. Is he just a super exciting fighter, or can he actually be a contender in the lightweight division? So,
I'm leaning more towards contender. I thought he beat Nasrat Haqparast.
Me too.
But it is what it is.
It was a close fight. It was close.
Yeah, very fun fight. Very close. I thought Rebovich won, but not mad at it. What else we got?
What else we got? Tristan.
Don't sleep on Pico. Great chance for him to be the next UFC featherweight champion. Who's sleeping on Aaron Pico?
We are not.
I want to know who is actually sleeping on Aaron Pico, because I have not seen a single person, whether on social media or people within the industry that I've heard, coaches, people that I've talked to, I haven't seen one person pick Lerone Murphy to win this fight. Mm-hmm. So I don't know who's sleeping on Aaron Pico.
Even if you are picking Murphy, you're not picking him because you're sleeping on Pico. You just think, well, it's just a jump up in competition. We know Pico's really good. We know Lerone Murphy's really good. It's just a great fight. When we say sleep, are we talking sleep in the sense that he's not a top 2, 3 featherweight, or sleep on the sense that he's not UFC caliber?
I mean, I don't think anybody feels that.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, obviously the UFC doesn't. When he's getting, that is impressive. Co-main event.
Co-main event on a pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. Co-main event on a pay-per-view. I mean, who else has come in? Who's the last person to come to the UFC on their first fight and be kind of that featured on a pay-per-view?
Kai Asakura.
I thought that was a bit where he's almost the A side. I mean, Kai wasn't the A side. Yeah, I mean, Pico's coming in as the A side. Do you agree?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me just.
Chandler Hooker wasn't the co-main event, but I feel like Chandler was the A side coming into that.
Oh yeah, he was one of the big things that happened on that.
Yeah. So I think that was probably one of those cards of two title fights. I'm assuming when Chandler Hooker. That's the only
Yeah.
reason.
Let me just let's
But
double check.
Chandler's the last guy I feel that's come over with this much hype. And Chandler,
That was Poirier McGregor 2. That was the co-main event.
oh, what's
That was
coming? There you
Yep.
go. All right, Chandler Hooker then. Yeah.
Michael Chandler it is.
All right. And in a lot of ways, Pico is kind of a younger, better Chandler. Not quite as shop worn. Good wrestler, hits hard. So I mean, in the very most simple, characteristics. But yeah, can't wait for it. Can't wait to 2 weeks from now. Oh, I was thinking it was next week already. So I was like, no, one more week. Like, no, one more week till we can say one more week.
Aaron Pico opened as the favorite, and he has grown a little bit more of a favorite. It's not much. It's basically a coin flip. Currently he's minus 135 to beat Lerone Murphy. So I mean that's gonna be one of those fights where, like for the watch party, I'm kind of expecting a ton of money to come in on Aaron Pico. So he balloons up to like a minus 185, and then I'm getting maybe like plus 145 on Lerone. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to bet on Lerone just because I think this is a very close fight.
Me
Like
too.
a super competitive close fight. So
I think Aaron Murphy's very good. Obviously, he's not a fan favorite, but in terms of just winning fights and being a very talented mixed martial artist, he is amazing. I love this fight. I like it a lot. I'm just hoping Lerone Murphy. I know this is short notice for him. I'm hoping that he was in camp somehow, and this isn't going to be something he's going to have to really kill himself to make 45. I hope everything. I'm just crossing my fingers. Everything's normal in that sense. I don't want any excuses.
Yeah, I think he'll be ready, and I think this is smart for him to take this fight.
Super smart.
Very smart. He's been stepping in on short notice a couple of times and has done very well. Like you've seen some of his best performances when stepping in on short notice, so he doesn't overthink stuff. So it's an interesting matchup. Lerone Murphy is far and away the toughest opponent of Aaron Pico's career. Like I think he's on like another planet compared to a lot. And I know Adam Boric is a good fighter. And finished him and such. And like he's fought like some tough guys, but Lerone Murphy is like a legit top 7-8 guy in the world. And Pico has not fought a legit top 7-8 guy in the world. Probably hasn't even fought like a top 18 to 20 guy yet at the time he fought them. So we'll see. Good fight.
Giant jumping competition. It's fun.
I like this. I do like this better than Evloev is like more fascinating to me just because like, wow, Pico wins. Like he's getting a title shot and Evloev is just toast when it comes to ever fighting for the belt. Because if he hasn't gotten a title fight yet, what are we doing here? And perhaps maybe this switch of opponent, maybe Mavzar is getting a title fight. Maybe they're pulling the Tatiana Suarez card right now where Tatiana was booked to fight Verna, and then they pulled her from the Verna fight, and then ended up getting a title shot. So maybe that's what happens with Evloev. I actually did not like that fight at all for Aaron Pico. I thought Evloev was going to do really, really well in that fight. Maybe not. Maybe Pico hits very, very hard, and maybe knocks him out. Who the hell knows? But this is a good one. This is a good.
I like both fights a lot. This fight makes more sense ranking wise, I think.
Yeah.
Because Masvidal, he's earned his title shot. He was just kind of, they were just forcing him to fight Pico, and fight a guy who's way behind him in the rankings. It doesn't make any sense for Mozart to fight this fight. So hopefully everything works itself out.
Yeah.
All right. Other questions. What we got here? Some super chats. What's this about?
The world will be rooting for Reyes. I assume he means Dominic Reyes, because the UFC did the thing. They listened. They listened to your pal Mike. On to the next one. After Dominic Reyes is knockout, and after Carlos Ulberg beat Jan Blachowicz, but didn't blow the doors off anybody. This was the fight to make. because there are a lot of people saying, "Oh, let's do Alberg versus Yuri." Oh, no. Let's make this Dominic Reyes fairy tale happen. Maybe he gets back. I gotta tell you, I love Yuri and Khalil Roundtree, and those guys are ranked higher and probably in a better position in front of the fan base than either of these two guys. But we've just saw Khalil Roundtree fight for the belt less than a year ago. We've seen Yuri fight for the belt a number of times. If Dominic Reyes beats Carlos Ulberg and finishes him, I think you just throw him in there with whoever the champion is. Like, don't waste any time. Just throw him in there. So what a friggin' story that would be.
What card is this on? Reyes Ulberg?
Perth card.
When is that?
Fight night. September 23rd?
Okay, so we are a month and a half away. So
yeah.
Okay. Is that the main event?
Main event.
I like it. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Oh, and since it's a fight night, it's most likely going to be afternoon card for us, I think. They usually do fight nights at local time. Usually. I hope. I'm crossing my finger. Might just got build our hopes up for no reason. All right. Thank you much, Last Stand. Yeah, this fight makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It just makes a lot of sense. Ulberg needed another fight. The Yon fight was actually a great win, but I get it. You know, it's a surprise fight. And you gotta sell some. You gotta get the excitement up. So, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Everyone loves Reyes. Super chat from Steven.
Steven, boys, flyweights main eventing. I effing love it. What do you reckon a Prime Pants versus JOB looks like? I feel like Joe B was unlucky with DJ being in his prime. Now I figured it out. I was trying to like internalize it in my brain. The motor was running, and then I was like, oh, Joe B. Prime Pants versus Joseph Benavidez during Joe B's maybe third best flyweight of all time. There's a case he might be the second best flyweight of all time, despite never winning the UFC belt. But if you have him at 2, Pants is nipping on his heels, no doubt about it. So you probably can answer this a little better than I can. How would you pick like the Joe B that you watched almost win the belt so many times, be the bridesmaid but never the bride, versus this? Probably this version of Pants is what we're looking at here. How would that fight go?
Prime Pants. This feels weird saying Prime Pants.
So great.
Versus Prime Joe B. I love Joe B. Congratulations on him and Megan on making the little baby. I can't wait to see the baby. I haven't seen them in a couple years actually now, so I can't wait to see them in person. But Pants is really good. I think Pants. I think I pick Prime Pants. I think he's just tough, too well-rounded, great chin, can do everything. Joe B, just a super important fighter to flyweight division. Was great for his era he was in. But the sport moves on. The sport gets better, and Prime Pants. And he got better from his run in the Ultimate Fighter to where he is now. It's been fun to watch the evolution of.
He's still getting better. It's crazy.
And he's still getting better. Yeah, we don't really know honestly if he's getting better or not. But we're seeing his best form in the cage right now. So exciting time to be a fan of the flyweight division. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going Pants. I think actually I gotta check again the kind of Tapology records, but I think I have Pants as the second greatest flyweight already.
I am there as well. I'm there too.
Yeah, I don't think I've said it out loud, but I'm kind of like, it just feels that way. It's gonna be hard to get the DJ because of all the title defenses.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be impossible.
Yeah, hard. Yeah, hard.
It's gonna be impossible.
Very, very hard. Very, very difficult. But Pants is amazing. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
and Joe B was extremely unlucky. He was unlucky, but that's how it goes in the sport.
That'd be like a terrifically fun co-main event for a big pay-per-view.
Can Pants? Can he build up the type of rival where he would get a true main event, like him as an A side? Like,
I mean, he's main event. I think his last. Well, 2 of his last 3 were main events.
They were.
Wait.
Oh,
December was main event against Asakura, and he headlined the Brazil card.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Sorry. They
I
didn't
mean,
put,
I don't think the
like International
UFC's
Fight Week.
initial. I don't think the initial plan was for Pantoja to headline either of those cards.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Pantoja Urseg was the main event of UFC 301. It was supposed to be Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill, but then they moved that to UFC 300 because UFC 300 didn't have the knock your socks off main event that we were promised. So we had to do something. And Pants got a main event. Then he made events against Asakura and two very fun performances.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I forgot. He has main evented, but not like the intended main event, but technically he has main evented. Yeah.
Who would I don't know who his rival would be.
That's why. Yeah. I don't. It's not.
I mean, Van. Maybe him and Van just fight 3 or 4 times. That would rock.
Yeah. You know what?
If they had not a rival guy. Even with Manel, even Manel Kopp, who talks shit about everybody. After Manel Kopp beat Asil Mabayev, they had Pants literally on the post-fight show while Kopp was in studio, and Manel couldn't talk shit to him because he's so nice and he's so good.
Manel can't talk. He's
what bad thing can you say about Alexander Pantoja? I don't know if he'll be able to find a rival.
Yeah, and in that sense, it might have to be one of those rivalries I was thinking Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, where it's just based on amazing fights. No real trash talk, just the stars aligned and they just have amazing action together. And maybe Van's that guy. Maybe it's just an incredible fight. Pants wins by 1 round. They run it back just because it was an awesome fight. But I think it's gonna be one of those type things.
What Pantoja needs is some upstart flyweight to come out of nowhere and pull a Hamzat and just wreck 4 to 5 dudes in a row in such impressive fashion. Do it in a minute each fight and just obliterate everybody on the way up. And then it's just all right, we start talking about this flyweight like we were talking about Hamzat. Do we give him a title shot now? Is it too soon? I don't know. But it's gotta be some guy we probably don't know yet, who's not in the top 15 currently, who just comes out of nowhere and makes a move.
Yeah, we kind of thought it was gonna be. I felt like we thought it was gonna be Mikhaev, but then that just kind of never. I mean, he's obviously still really good, but not in terms of
That dude is still very talented. I wish, and Jed says this perfectly, and he's 100% right. I wish Mikhaev would be interested in actually hurting people in a fight, because then that makes him very dangerous. Because there was a time where he enjoyed hurting people in fights, actually trying to finish them and club them out. And I get you're in the UFC and you want to climb the ranks, and a win is a win, but I mean, that dude was so electric coming up. It really was.
I don't really buy that he didn't want to hurt people. It's just when he fights tougher competition, it's harder to hurt people because they're better and you have to still win. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, who knows? Maybe if this young gentleman Park gets a giant upset tonight and all of a sudden he's 5-0 and 9 straight finishes. Who knows?
I'll tell you what, man.
Who could be Park?
If Park wins, I would throw him right in there with Brandon Moreno next. Just do it.
Oh, if Park wins, he's definitely the number 1 contender. Just needs one fight. Because, especially if Park finishes Taira, which will be wild. But if he can do that, then Park might be that guy.
Give Moreno and just see if he can beat him. If he does, let's give Pants fresh matchups as much as possible.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Thank you, Steven. Some other super chats coming in right now.
Is this card better than Noche except for the main event? Boy, I haven't looked at the full Noche card. I'm gonna say no. I could be very much.
Not this card. What's the Noche card? What is it?
Where are we at? We got Tatiana Suarez, Amanda Lemos, Raquel Pennington, Norma Dumont. I mean, those 3 alone with rankings and stakes Those are 3 very important fights with
Yeah.
Diego Lopez and John Silva. So already I don't even need to look at the rest of the card. This one's better. Jared Gordon, Rafa Garcia, Jesus Aguilar versus Luis Carul, Alice Pereira making her UFC debut against Montserrat Rendon, Claudio Puelles, Joaquim Silva, Jose Medina versus Dusko Todorovic. Oh my God. I hope that is the first fight of the card. I hope Jose Medina versus Dusko Todorovic is the first fight of the night. Because if it is, Casey, I'm already stamping it. Mark it on your Google Calendar. We are watching that fight live because it's going to be so fun. Zachary Cedric Dumas is fighting at Noche UFC. Casey, how about that? And David Martinez versus Carlos Vera. So it's not great, but the top 3 fights are all very meaningful fights.
They mean stuff for sure. I was looking at this card, and I just got bummed out again because I forgot that Torres Finney was supposed to be on this card against Bekoev. I love that fight because I'm very high on Bekoev, and I thought Bekoev was gonna put a hurting on Finney, and if Finney could have survived it, that'd been really interesting to see if he can beat Bekoev without hitting him again. But dude, everyone says he's boring. That is an amazing feature to win a cage fight without ever actually hurting your opponent. Or taking him down, just pushing him against the cage for 15 minutes. No one can do that except Horace Finney. So I'll give him credit for that. But I am bummed that fight fell off. What happened? Do we know what happened to Horace Finney? Did he just undisclosed injury?
Yeah, I think it must
just
be.
One of those things. Well. But Fahim, you're crazy. No, Noche is a better card. But thank you for the super chat, though. John Miller, $10 super chat from John Miller.
This one might be more fun than Noche, though. We'll see.
Possibly.
Have you noticed ESPN Plus has become harder to skip over ads when you start from the beginning? Even the commercial break in progress, i.e. no ad to show. I don't remember this until recently.
Yeah, you can't fast forward through commercials anymore. You have to. So if you want to go back.
Oh, like even like when you on the rewatches too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It is annoying. It's annoying.
That's why the magic. I don't love Twitter a lot. I'm not a big fan of Twitter. However, it's very easy to go back and like rewatch fights on Twitter because someone has it up there. Multiple people have like the specific fight you're looking for on Twitter on Sunday. Eventually it will be taken down, but somebody will put up an entire like full fight of something you need to rewatch, which is very convenient. But yeah, that's real dumb.
I wish rewatching fights were just easier. It's just hard to watch fighters' catalogs and stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, so like to save, because back in the day, I remember like for fight night cards, I would actually not watch any of the first 6 or 7 fights, and then start from the beginning, watch the fights, fly through the commercials, and by the time you get to like the co-main event, main event, you're live. It actually lines up kind of perfect. Can't do that anymore. So
you can't do it on like. I used to enjoy watching. Like I'd watch like Raw. I would used to DVR Raw because it was 3 hours, and I could fast forward through the commercials. Can't do that on Netflix, which is a huge bummer. So
yeah, they got us. So John Miller. Yeah, thank you for
watch these ads.
Yeah, you will watch. You would like them.
You'll watch this Wonder Boy Kevin Holland tequila ad for the 487th time in a row.
Oh God. The only interesting.
So I've been rewatching The Sopranos. Like I don't know. I just was like, you know what? I said a take on the last watch party that you were in New Orleans for, that The Sopranos is a very good show, but not like the best show. Because I see a lot of people saying that it's like the greatest show of all time. I'm like, I think that's a silly take. And a bunch of people was like, go rewatch it, and then like maybe you'll have a fresher sense of it. So I'm rewatching it. The ad I get like all the time on HBO Max is the Dana White Dodge Ram commercial.
Oh, that's the worst one.
And you know what HBO Max does? Multiple times throughout these episodes, I will hear that instead of playing 3 different ads, they will replay that same commercial 3 times in a row. And I'm just like, oh, First time I heard it, I'm like, oh shit, there's Dana White. Okay, cool. And then like the next commercial break, I would hear it again. And then recently it's 3 times in a row. It's Dana White, it's Dana White, into Dana White, back to Tony Soprano. Wild.
I'm sorry.
Mix them up, bro. Mix them up.
I'm sorry. That's torture. That's torture.
First time I heard it, I was like, all right, it's pretty good. Like I might like I guess I need to buy a Ram if I want to be a true American. And I was like, let's see. What's the MSRP on one of those bad boys? And then after the 847th time, I was like, okay.
Speaking of trucks, man, I still want to, like, eventually one day I want to import one of those. I don't know if you've seen those. They call it Japanese K trucks. There's little tiny trucks. I don't know if you've seen them out there. Like I see them a few driving around town right now in LA, and they're awesome. But they're all over LA. If you know, you know. All right. Excuse me. Sorry, coughed right into the mic. A couple more super chats before we get out of here. Steven. Thank you, Steven, once again.
I had no idea Tatsuro Taira's nickname was the best.
Really?
Yeah, I did not know until I just watched this open for the card. Tatsuro Taira, in quotes, the best. Sick. Oasis reunion and Reyes at a title limiter. Gosh, 2025 is weird. Casey, do you have more clothes? Do you have more clothes than the GOAT Esther? Always repping rad shirts. Whose closet? Who needs like extra closet space? You or Esther?
Ooh. Okay, going to closet space. So we both share we have a big walk-in closet. We share it. And right now, because I'm slimming down, and I used to be like around 210. Now I'm like kind of a good 170 right now. And so me and actually Esther, we share a lot of the same t-shirts. So we actually like t-shirts. Like we actually go back and forth. So but overall, she's got more clothes. Yeah, I just wind up wearing the same like 8 things over and over. That's what I have a lot of clothes. I wind up just wearing the same shit.
I'm the same way. Like, clothes are expensive, man. Like they're just super expensive. I'd rather spend my money on like playing golf with my kid or taking him places rather than be like, oh shit, I need another golf shirt for this or that or for some show or whatever. Like I'm all good.
What's the first Oasis reunion? Oasis. You know Oasis fan, Mike, or just in general? Just saying.
I appreciate them, but I was never like I used to have a coworker when I worked in radio. He would host the morning show, I'd host the afternoon shows. That dude is like obsessed with Oasis.
Dude, people who like Oasis love Oasis. It's like there's not like a middle ground. It's like I'm one of those like, oh, I get it. No, they're good. No, but if you either where I think we are, or like that's like your Beatles, that's your Rolling Stones. Like Oasis is like their band. So hey man, if that's your band, all power to you. Cool band.
What's the Story? Morning Glory is a banger album. Like that is a heater of an album. That's a start to finish. No skips. But yeah.
All right.
Sneaky sleeper fight. What do you got? What's like sneaky here? I think Klein Pulaev could be really fun. Adolfo Vieira, we talked about this in the previous show. Yeah. Vieira versus Gore is either going to end in like 90 seconds or it is going to be one of the funniest fights of 2025. So I'm hoping for the latter.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I've seen enough high level mixed martial arts now. I need to see just. I'm so exhausted mixed martial arts because that's kind of I need one of those fights in every card.
Damon Martin's dream broadcast team. Well, Brendan Fitzgerald. It's Dominic Cruz and Michael Bisping.
Man. Yay. Staying positive.
Yes.
But you know what? I think I'm gonna go Vallejos, Danny Silva. That's my. I mean,
that's fine. It's not like top. It's not like the first fight people talk about, but yeah. All right, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
I'm more high on Vallejos, so I'm interested in
Dude,
see how he
Leo's
performs.
nasty.
Yeah. So in that sense, in more of a one side. Danny Silva, obviously, 9-1, 10-1. So obviously very talented fighter, but I'm keeping high hopes for that one. And our last super chat before we get out. Well, before we do our predictions.
Thank you, Jed, for spending your Saturday afternoon attending us for a bit. Go enjoy a small coffee on me tomorrow, Casey. The coffee's for you.
Such a gentleman. Thank you, Sagar. Sagar, is that how you say it? Sagar. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. All right. It's 3:06. So I guess are the fighters in the cage yet? They're doing their walkouts. What's going on?
No, this is gonna be. It's an Apex card. We probably won't get won't get first walk till 6:25. We could do our bonus predictions, Casey. Who we got?
Bonuses. Hold on one moment. Oh boy. Fight of the night. I'm gonna go basic. I'm gonna go Ribovich Brenner, just because that was put on the card to be a banger. So, and I'm gonna go Ribovich will be I'm assuming maybe the first ever UFC fighter to get 3 back-to-back fight of the nights, which is a great accomplishment, but also means you took some serious punches in your last few fights. Rafa Vieira performance. I don't want to see it happen, but I don't want to see it happen.
It probably will.
Probably will. And I'm a good comeback win for Austin Bashi, the 23-year-old. I think he's gonna get a big win tonight. I think this octagon jitters, and now he's in the Apex. So we'll see.
Our fighting predictions. I have Vieira sub round 1 as well. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I don't like saying it out loud.
So man, I don't think we're gonna get a fight of the night tonight. Okay. I think there is. If there is going to be a fight of the night, I'm going with Rebecki. I'm going with the Rebecki fight.
Yeah, that one or the Ribovich. Yeah,
against Duncan. That fight, yeah. But I think like we could be living in a real world where we have like 8 or 9 finishes on this card. It could happen. So I'm gonna go Taira, Rebecki, Vallejos, Ribovich. 4 bonuses. We'll go there. All right. Let's go to our main card predictions. We're at the desk, so we won't be seeing fights for at least another 10 minutes. Yeah. So let us begin. Let me pull up the odds courtesy of our friends at FanDuel. By the way, I won bet on this card. It is just a parlay, a very cheap parlay, but it's Esteban, Bashi, Nakamura, Vallejos, and Ribovich. A 5-legger pays plus 174. That's what I'm going with.
Are all those all of them favorites?
Oh, they're all giant favorites. Ribovich is a minus 260. Ribovich minus 260. Everybody else is minus 400 or better, including Austin Bashi, who is at minus 900 right now, getting ready for his fight. So let us go to the main card. It kicks off with Kevin Vallejos, the minus 430 favorite, Casey, taking on Danny Silva plus 340. I'm going KO round 1 for Mr. Vallejos.
I'm also going Vallejos KO round 1.
All right. We move on to the welterweight division, Casey. Some stakes here, more so for one man on this particular fight, and is not the favorite. Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, the minus 174 favorite. The comeback on Neil Magny, who's trying to avoid the first 3-fight losing streak of his career, Casey. Plus 144. Who you got here?
I picked Zaleski by decision. It's just this is a fight that's on the card. 2 vets fighting. Just I don't know, because they're, I don't know.
Because
I don't, yeah, they have contracted fights. I'm going
Neil Magny.
Zaleski.
I'm going Neil Magny by decision to avoid the 3-fight skid. In a fight that we probably won't, be rushing back to go watch
Yeah.
again tomorrow.
Wait,
But maybe we will. Hold on.
is Neil Magny fighting for his UFC job? In a
I'll
sense, does he
say
have the most?
I'll say
Does
no.
he have?
I'll say
No.
no.
Okay.
I'll say no.
Yeah.
He's
In
fought.
the sense,
He's fought a bunch of hitters. I mean, if he gets obliterated again, like if he gets KO'd out cold in the first round by Zaleski dos Santos, then perhaps. But I don't know if that happens here.
yeah, if he loses the first round, that'd be 3 straight first round finishes by So
Getting dusted by Morales and Carlos Praches, it's tough.
Yeah. So yeah.
But this is age appropriate matchmaking. This is good stuff.
I think no matter what happens, I think Magny still has enough currency within the company that he'll come back and they'll probably feed him to a welterweight prospect. Yeah. So yeah.
Let's go to the women's bantamweight division. Carol Hosta, the -164 favorite, fighting Nora Cornoli, who comes back at +138. This is a flip of the coin. The coin landed on Carol Hosta for me by decision, but I actually think this fight will be more fun than most women's bantamweight fights.
Yeah, I flipped the coin too. I went Cornoli.
Okay, love it.
I think mostly because I like saying her name. It's just kind of fun to say. I can't lie. It's just...
Let's go to the featured bout. Casey's pick for fight of the night: Esteban Ribovic, the -260 favorite, taking on Elvis Brenner. The comeback on him +215. I'm going Esteban Ribovic, second round knockout, performance bonus winning showing.
Yep.
In a fun one.
In a fun one. I am going. What did you say? Second round knockout?
Yep.
Ribovic KO second round. I think we see the same fight. I think we see the same fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Co-main event. We got just two really fun big finishers, at least certainly as of late. Mateusz Rebecki coming off a war of attrition, a fight of the year contender in his most recent outing, the -215 favorite, taking on Chris Duncan, who comes back at +180. Rebecki is a demon. That's just who he is at this point. So my pick is, this is a absolute slobber knocker, and I think Rebecki gets a finish late in round 3, in like the final 90 seconds of the fight.
I am going. Where did I go with? I also went Rebecki, but I'm going first round KO. But I will say this: I am sleeping on Chris Duncan. He is one of those guys I think I've probably picked against in every fight, and he is a talented.
He's good, man.
He is a talented lightweight, and for some reason I'm just like not. You know, those guys like, and then I just like, okay, reality just has hit me. It's like, all right, this guy's legit. He's a banger. He can finish dudes. I don't know if he's ever gonna be a top 15 player, but he's earned this spot as a co-main event for an Apex card, and he is better than I should give him credit for. But I'm still going against all my all logic and picking Rebecki first round KO.
Yeah. Gonna be a fun fight.
No,
Duncan,
I like the fight.
I remember you saying like on to the next one when we were picking for Duncan after the London card. We're just like, I'm gonna stop picking against Chris Duncan. I don't care who he fights. And they're like, who's he fighting? Oh, Mateusz Rebecki. Damn it. Because there are very few guys like he could realistically match up against that I would pick Chris to beat. I'd pick a lot of guys for Chris to beat. Rebecki's he's just an absolute maniac. Brings us to the main event, Casey. Tatsuro Taira, the -340 favorite, come back on Hyun Sung Park, the undefeated 29-year-old, +275. I already gave my prediction on the preview show. Tatsuro Taira, submission round 4, weathers the storm, shows the big fight experience, so to speak, and bounces back from his first pro loss.
I think it will be a competitive first 3 rounds, but Taira's high-level experience, not age experience, because he is younger than Park by a few years, but Taira's just high-level experience in the sport he'll cruise and probably get like maybe a 10-8 in one of the last 2 rounds. So I expect Taira to win like a 49-44 type of fight. Does that even make sense? Well,
49-48. Yeah.
No,
a close
but he'll win a close fight, but he'll win a close fight, but it'll be a definitive fight where he will be definitely pulling away toward the later rounds. So one of those type fights. But I think Park's very good, and this is not. It's a tough fight for Taira. Completely different type of opponent. So credit to the UFC for making this fight happen, and a legitimate main event for an Apex card.
Hit the music. We're done. We're about to get some women's strawweight action in a matter of moments. I think once we come back from break, we're going to get right into the action with Pierre Rodriguez and Ketlin Sosa, ladies and gentlemen. And there's our first of probably 8,000 promos we're going to get for the return of Dana White's Contender Series, which goes down August the 12th. Mark your calendars. You don't want to miss it. So it'll be not next week, but the week after, heading into UFC 318, everybody. So we'll be back. Jed will join me. We'll discuss, break down what happened at the UFC's return to the world's most famous Apex. We've been waiting for this for 2 months. The countdown is officially over for Casey. I am Mike Heck. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Hamburger hot dog. Bye.
Bye-bye.